Hello, thanks again for clicking. This is me coming back at you on, I think it's August 3rd, 2014 right now, like 10 p.m. or something like that. And I've been meaning to do this for a few days, and hi. Thanks for clicking again. This is a video, the first non-job related video I've done in a couple videos. This is a video that happened the same day. The place I applied, the furniture place, is located in a mall. So I had some clothes, or how many? Yeah, just one item, clothing item to return. And this is a video, positive experience video about something that happened at the place where I buy clothes, which made me feel really good. The job, the job inquiry, which left me feeling still hanging, was kind of, I ended up leaving the mall feeling good because of what happened next. So after I inquired at the job, I went back to the car and got the shirt that I was going to return and brought it into the mall and went to the store. And there's been this, I go there every now and then, and lately I've been buying stuff online, like 2 different sizes, and then to try on and of certain stuff, and then just return the size that doesn't work or whatever. So it's an excuse to drive somewhere and go somewhere, an excuse to go to the mall, and that way you get to see what kind of clearance items they have and stuff, because I mostly buy either on sale or clearance stuff at the clothing store. Pretty much the only place I buy clothes. And there was this one Asian girl who's been there forever. I haven't really been going there much this year, but I went there. I don't really go there a lot at all, ever, but last year I think I'd seen her more, and she was like really, really smiley and really, because most of the people when I go in there, I don't like it in there because of the people and the employees. This stuck up attitude and just this stick up your ass attitude. So I don't like the people there. So when there's actually girls that are like nice, it's like, whoa, And I haven't seen her forever. Of course, I haven't been going there. But the times that I did go there, I haven't seen her, and I thought, oh man, maybe she quit and whatever. And it's always nice, obviously, when you go in a place and there's a cute girl that's nice to you. I mean, obviously, then you wonder, like, is she just being nice, or is it more? Excuse me. That was a real burp. I don't know if that other fake burp happened on this video or the last one. And so she was there, and at first I was like, is that her? I couldn't tell, but she was all nice, and by the time, I returned stuff, and then I actually found some stuff really cheap. I mean, like, really cheap compared to the normal prices. And so I got some of that. Some of that stuff, which, I don't really need, but I mean, it's so cheap that I have to. And so when I was checking out, there were 2 girls. The one that was ringing me up was this one, and the nice girl that I am glad still works there was over there, and it was just like, it was completely, I felt like just some, like Tom Cruise or something. I felt like I was just like dominating the situation, and I was just, I was just in such a, like, I don't give a shit attitude about everything at the time, that I was so, normally, small talk is not my forte by any means. I mean, I can do it a lot better than I used to be able to do it because of working time check in retail jobs. But Jesus Christ, I wish I had this recorded on video. I mean, here I was working these 2 girls, like, not the way I wanted to be working them, but 2 of them at once, like, dominating. Mentally dominating the situation, or I don't know how to describe it, but socially, and so it was just the 3 of us, and we're just talking about this and that, and making all kinds of, I was making all kinds of jokes about stuff in relation to whatever, and it's just the best feeling in the world when you click with people, and that's happened before at work and stuff, with customers and stuff, and even on the rare occasion with coworkers and stuff. But it really, not necessarily having that happen too much in my life, it does make you wonder if and this is what I don't like about the whole like dating scene or just whatever in general, is that it makes you wonder, is this just a nice, or are these just a nice, couple of girls to everyone, or is there potentially, especially in regards to, I mean, they were both nice, but the vibe I really felt coming from, that regular that I've seen long, months and months ago, last year, that I haven't really seen since, the vibe from her was stronger. And it was just really pleasant, like, transaction, and it just stood there for a little bit afterwards, continuing to talk about stuff. But it's not, the reason I'm making a video about it is because it's not very common that something like that happens. I mean, maybe 4 times a year, 5 times, I don't know, but I mean, it doesn't happen like every month by any means, or anything like that. And I just wanted to make a video about it because here comes the rain, I think, or something. Because, obviously it made me feel good, and then it's just like, should I have, time check, should I have made a move? And then there's the whole thing about, well, just because she might be interested or attracted to me doesn't mean that we are similar or compatible, mentally compatible, because if she works there, she's probably like a party girl or party, so there's that whole aspect of it. And it didn't even occur to me to even ask when I was there, just because it was almost like there's no point. But it's just stupid, it's just stupid. But I've had this happen at other jobs, retail jobs that I've had over the years, with girls, with women, where, you can really feel, or at least I think I can feel something. It's almost like you can just feel it, like a breeze or a warm, bunch of warm air or something, or cool air, or just, something. It's almost like you can feel something pulsating from someone who is potentially interested in you in relation to the opposite sex. And it's just like, it's such an exciting feeling, because you feel it's almost like they are wirelessly, like, giving you, I don't know how to describe it, confidence. And like, you make a joke and they laugh, and that makes you more confident, and you make another joke, they'll laugh, and it makes you more confident. And it's like a situation where you can't say anything wrong, and it's like whatever you say is gold, and their reaction to it is always favorable. And I love that. And like I say, it barely happens to me. It doesn't happen to me enough. And when it does, I'm an idiot, because I'm so unprepared, ill-prepared for it, that I don't make a move which I should have made. But I guess I should be glad that it happens at all, because, I mean, there's really no mistaking that vibe. I mean, it had to have been something more than just niceness, And she's been nice over the months, last year or whatever, when I used to see her before. I've always felt something. But this was the longest, interaction we've ever had. Everything else was just like, putting me in a fitting room and, ringing me up maybe in the past. But that would have been last year. So I wanted to time check, make a video about this, another positive video. Wow, and life must be, improving, because they have a positive. I had an interview, job interview video, and now I've had a experience with a couple women video, and positive experience, I should say, with a couple women. So it felt great, it felt like I was, quote unquote normal for a while there. Like I was a part of, I could interact with people. And, like I say, that has been known to happen, and it all depends on who you end up interacting with. But that's that's what does give me hope, though, is because, it's inevitable that there's people out there who you'll click with, or at least on the surface. My only problem is I'm probably overthinking it. My only, thought is that, we might click on the surface, but maybe once she gets to know a little more about my eccentricities and stuff, that she might not be interested. Like, I'm not going to go to parties, I'm not going to go to clubs, I'm not going to go to bars, I'm not going to binge drink, or any kind of drink. So that, that kind of stuff. So it's kind of like a why even bother kind of a situation. But I think, in retrospect, I think that's the wrong attitude. You can spend your whole eternity after you're dead not trying. I think that I should try, and I guess one of my excuses for not making a move is just it's easier not to. Obviously is one of them, and the other one is I've barely ever asked anyone out. I've only asked someone out in person once, and that was a former customer at a job that I had, and that's only because she was hanging around for she'd have been hanging around for 50 minutes at that point, and she was just sending me the same kind of vibes I got on Friday at this time check at this clothing place, and I was like, she made me feel, this other girl at my job who had been hanging around for 50 minutes, it made me feel so comfortable that it wasn't even frightening to ask. And we actually went out. That's a whole nother video. Maybe I'll do that maybe I'll do a video about that after this. But in short, we did go out and have lunch the next day. But I'll talk about that in the next video. So I wanted to say that I drove home feeling great, not because I was hired, but because I had a pretty positive social experience with a couple of women, young women, which I was very grateful for. And I guess if I am honest, I kind of missed the boat, missed an opportunity, which I always do, but at least there was an opportunity, I guess, if I can look at it half full. Is half full the positive one? I can't remember if half empty. I think half full is the positive and half empty is negative, which is funny. I've always thought that was funny. I've got the half full mentality. I've got half empty. It's like, it's the same thing. It's like, whatever. Half full and half empty is the same thing. It's partly full and partly empty. And it's the same amount of shit in there. So I think it's funny that there's two different, personalities based on the same amount of stuff in a bottle or a glass or whatever. So I think before I go too long, maybe we'll end it right there. So thank you very much for watching. I don't know what this video is called. Thanks for watching this video.